Fandoms in public. So online, fandoms are like the best thing ever in my opinion. It still amazes me that so many people who would probably otherwise not talk to each other can be brought together by a show or a book, movies, games, or even YouTubers. It's a community filled with people you can talk to, and they'll probably understand if you want to talk about your pairings or your headcanons, and they can appreciate fanfiction and fan art. In my experience, I think this is the best way to make friends, because you got so many people in one place with a common interest, and chances are you'll find someone who's not only interested in one thing, but also another thing that you like, or they can introduce you to things you've never even heard of. The only problem I have with fandoms is that, at least for me, they're always more enjoyable online than actually in person. At school, there seem to be people who take fandom obsessions too far. And I mean, it's not as though this doesn't happen online, it's just that when you're in real life, you're forced to actually deal with it. And this also goes for conventions when you run into people who are just so hyped about their fandoms that they just scream and force everyone around them to participate, making a whole bunch of people uncomfortable and people are confused and it's just chaos. When I first started middle school, I was kind of the otaku girl who everyone would go to ask about anime, or if they wanted me to draw something, that was me. I wasn't shy about my love for anime at all, and in fact, pretty much the whole school knew about it. But when I was around people who didn't watch anime, I tried not to talk about it because I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable. However, I was always open to making new friends and meeting new people, and since I was in middle school now, I figured I'd have a better chance of meeting new people who also liked anime, since I had upgraded from my small elementary school to a bigger school with lots of people my age, and this school even had an anime class, so I figured there'd be lots of people. So, I ran into this one girl. We can just call her Sam. She was super into anime, just as much as I was, actually probably even more. We both loved to draw, read fanfiction, and we'd always send each other different stories to read every weekend, and then we would roleplay together, and she was just great. She was a super nice girl, and I guess the only problem with her was that she was kind of crazy. She took things a little too far. Not crazy in a bad way. She'd just go around screaming a lot about anime to poor innocent people who had no idea what the hell was going on, and she'd just blurt out really awkward things in front of teachers and my parents. The worst thing that she did, she didn't know when to stop a joke and just chill. So one time I was trying to do homework at the public library next to my school. She took my iPad that I had been typing on and started watching Boku no Pico in the kids section of the library with the volume at full blast. It was so uncomfortable. I was yelling at her, trying to get her to stop, while she just kind of laughed and brushed me off like it wasn't a big deal. But everybody was looking at us. I felt like it was my fault because it was my iPad, and she didn't seem to think that this was serious at all. I kid you not, we almost got kicked out of the library, and after that, I kind of stopped talking to her. If you don't know what Boku no Pico is, please don't look it up, just stay innocent. So yeah, fandoms aren't a bad thing, and it's great to tell other people about what you like and what you're into, but just understand that there's a time and a place for everything, and this was not the best time for that. I don't know when a good time for that would be, actually. Maybe when you're alone. Yeah. Okay, goodbye.